What is up everyone, Raph here from B&C Camera. Photographs of snowflakes are always incredibly stunning, and each snowflake has its own unique detail that is eye-catching. However, capturing a snowflake in all of its glory might seem a bit difficult. How do you take a photograph of something that's so tiny and melts so quickly? Well, in today's video we're going to go ahead and discuss how to capture that perfect snowflake. We're going to be breaking it down by the type of gear you will need to take the perfect snowflake photography, tips on how to sharpen and focus on snowflakes, and of course, the crucial timing. Alrighty, first up, let's talk about the gear. In terms of cameras, you'd want something that's capable of handling in cold climates and have the ability to change lenses. Of course, a DSLR or mirrorless system will work wonders. Lens-wise, you'll need something that can magnify the snowflake's beauty. Your lens will need to magnify the snowflake past the 1:1 ratio. You're going to want to invest in one of the following items: a 2:1 focusing macro lens, extension tubes, and close-up filters. Basically, all these items will help get you that much closer to your snowflake. You can of course also invest in macro lenses as well too. Popular options would be something like a 90 to 100mm f2.8 lens. Alrighty, in terms of lighting, the trusty ring flash will do the trick for snowflake photography. The flash attaches to the front of your lens and will help create illumination around the snowflake. Having a ring flash will also help eliminate pesky shadows. A benefit to using these flashes is manipulating two banks of light, and you can dim on them while allowing the other to shine bright. Experiment and play with your angles to capture different perceptions of light. Even the slightest turn can alter how your photography turns out, for better or for worse. Let's jump right in now on the 3 main tips on how to get those snowflake photos nice, sharp, and tacked. Tip number 1. Search for your perfect little snowflake. Once the snow starts, the fun begins. Be mindful of the snowfall. Light snow would be the most ideal, and you'll be able to capture at least one snowflake on either your glove or whatever source you'd like for it to land on. You wouldn't want to shoot in heavy snow or in a snowstorm. Keep that gear in mind. Here's a little pro tip. Use a dark glove or mitten as a background for your snowflake. The color will contrast with your snowflake, and the mitten will offer a soft, insulated platform. You can easily remove any unwanted fibers during post-processing. But remember, don't use a mitten you're wearing. You wouldn't want any heat near your precious little snowflake. Set the mitten down somewhere and wait for the snowflake to land. Once a few have plopped down, take a closer look. Are those the ones you want, or do you want to wait out for something a little bit better? You're going to want to have a watchful eye on your snowflake because, it melts. You need to get those suckers before it's too late. The fibers on the mitten will actually help prop them up so they don't melt too quickly. When you photograph at different angles, you will help bring out the snowflake's prismatic colors and surface reflections, so keep that in mind. Tip numero dos. Take continuous shots of your snowflakes. Aim to focus stack your photographs. You will need to capture many different frames of the same subject. Once you have done this, you can combine them while editing for a focused shot. You can use the burst mode setting to get these continuous shots. Doing this will help if you have even the slightest out of focus spot on your snowflake. You can also use a tripod to help get a steady shot. If you use a tripod, you need to set it up and be ready to go. Tripods can take time to set up. When photographing a snowflake, you don't want to waste any time. And tip number 3, snowflake photo editing. After you've used stacked methods above, crop your photo. Since your focal point is the snowflake, you'll need to crop out the background of your image and all the negative space. You don't want any distractions in your photo since you want the viewer's eyes to go directly to the snowflake and stay there. The snowflake will have enough gorgeous detail, and you're going to want to preserve that. Once the cropping has been done, experiment with the contrast and exposure until you're happy with how the colors look. And that's that. Enjoy your perfect snowflake. As with anything in photography, snapping that perfect snowflake will take patience and time. Just remember to stay warm out there, and maybe bring yourself a thermos filled with either some hot coffee or cocoa. Be sure to have that spare glove or mitten on the side though, so you can have that snowflake you want land squarely on it. If you enjoyed the video and found it insightful, as always, liking, subscribing, and getting the party started within regards to the topic in the comments sections is greatly appreciated. Once more, this is Raph from B&C Camera. Keep frosty and stay cool out there.